Mo kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Odùduwà nílé lóko lájò níbikíbi tí ẹ bá ti ń wò wá. Mo bẹ̀ yín ni mo rọ̀ yín ni ẹ bá wa pín ètò yìí kó lọ dáadáa. Fídíò kan ni mo fẹ́ play fún wa. Fídíò tí mo fẹ́ play fún wa yìí mo fẹ́ kí a jọ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ nínú fídíò náà dáadáa. Torí ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nínú fídíò yìí, ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó lè ṣe gbogbo ọmọ Kwara tó lè ṣe wọ́n láǹfààní ni. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nínú fídíò yìí tí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Kwara tá a bá gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nínú fídíò yìí, ìbá wù mí ká mú lò, ká má jẹ́ kí àwọn mìíẹ̀tì Allah kí wọ́n dáàbò bò wá mọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ̀ ọ́ fún gọ́vùnà Abdulrahman Abdulrazak. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pariwo síta wípé Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn la fẹ́ àti àwọn fìjìláńtè tiwa gangan la fẹ́. A fẹ́ káwọn mìíẹ̀tì Allah kan wá sọ wá mọ́. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Kwara tá a jọ̀dọ́, tá a jọmọ kóòtù òjìire, ẹ jẹ́ ká pariwo síta, ká jẹ́ kí Abdulrahman Abdulrazak kí wọ́n mọ èròǹgbà wa, kí wọ́n mọ èròǹgbà wa. Nǹkan tá a fẹ́ nìyí. Àwọn mìíẹ̀tì Allah tí Abdulrahman Abdulrazak tí wọ́n mú wá fún wa pé kọ́ mọ sọ wa, wọ́n ń gbàbọ̀dé. Àbí ṣé wọ́n gbàbọ̀dé ní? Torí tí wọ́n bá gbàbọ̀dé ní, bóò ni wọ́n ṣe pàdú àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n pa ní Kwara yẹn? Wọ́n ń gbàbọ̀dé náà ni. Wọ́n ń gbàbọ̀dé náà ni. Tá a bá gbọ́ fídíò yìí tán, nǹkan táwọn náà bá rí sí fídíò náà, ẹ jẹ́ ká rí lábẹ́ kọ́mẹ̀ntì wa. Torí fídíò yìí ó sọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀, ó ṣe àlàyé ọ̀rọ̀ fún wa, ó ṣí wa létí inú, ó ṣí wa létí ìta. Ó jẹ́ ká mọ nǹkan tó yẹ ká jà fún. Ó jẹ́ ká mọ nǹkan tá a fẹ́. Èèyàn mi tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi, tẹ́ ń wò mí, inú mi ò bá dùn tẹ́ bá lè bá mi tún fídíò yìí kó lọ dáadáa. Ẹ bá mi tún fídíò yìí kó lọ dáadáa. Ó bọ̀ jẹ́ pé èmi àti yín nìkan lá ń jàǹfààní. Ẹ jẹ́ kí lómi náà ti wá jàǹfààní fídíò yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ̀ nǹkan tá a mú wá, kí wọ́n wá gbọ́ ohun tá a sọ síta. Lórí ìkànnì BME TV, òun lẹ̀ tí ń wò mí, òun lẹ̀ tí ń gbọ́ mi. Ṣé ẹ ti gbọ́? Ẹ ti mú gbàgbé láti bá mi subscribe lórí YouTube channel mi. Ṣé ẹ ti gbọ́? Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi tẹ́ ń wò mí. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kò ní bàjẹ́. Ogun Fulani kò ní gbé wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá o. Nílùú Kwara ni àti ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó kù, lágbára Elédùmarè, Ogun Fulani kò ní gbé wa lọ. Àwa láborí wọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ bá àwọn fídíò náà. Ṣé ẹ ti gbọ́? Ẹ ṣé.
Now there are so many options on the table for people of Kwara State. I repeat, there are so many options on the table for the people of Kwara State. Number one, Yorubas are calling for a state of emergency to be declared in Kwara State. Number two, embrace Amotekun. We know that Kwara is part of northern Nigeria, but Kwara is a Yoruba state. The governor has shown that he does not have the capacity to represent the people and protect the lives of the people in his domain. Imagine people are running away from their ancestral homes. They don't know where they are going to. They don't know where they are going to. Now, it is either remove Miyeti Allah, because the governor partnered with Miyeti Allah to protect Yoruba people. In this Nigeria, the governor partnering with Miyeti Allah to protect Yoruba people. We have reports that the Miyeti Allah conspired to disarm the vigilantes. After disarming them, then these guys came and attacked and killed 15 people. Now the governor is either he resorts to embracing Amoteku because that is the solution, or the president should declare a state of emergency. Now, this is a disparity. Northern Nigeria, they are kicking against it. The people of Kwara, I don't know what the Fulani had done to them. The Yoruba people in Kwara State, in Ilorin, I don't know. Most of the Yoruba people in Ilorin, they pledge allegiance to the Fulani Caliphate. Yoruba people, imagine. They pledge allegiance to the Fulani Caliphate. That is why the Fulani will go get mind, come talk, say they have something in common with Yoruba people. Fulani go come say, we know how to conquer them. These people, these Yoruba people from Kwara State, they are the reasons why the Fulani will always brag that they will overrun the Southwest. This is an example. So Amotekun should be the only solution, the Amotekun style, because Mietiala cannot secure Yoruba people in Nigeria. I told you that Nigeria, everybody have their own agenda. Everybody have their own allegiance. If you go to the northern part of Nigeria, some people, they have allegiance to a particular Uthman Danfodio. Many of them believe that Nigeria is an Islamic country. Come to the southern part of Nigeria, different people, different mindset, different ideology. But we are brought together by force. We want to let us be in one Nigeria, So Mietiala has to be dissolved in Kwara State, or else the president needs to declare a state of emergency. Now, Amotekun must be deployed. I don't care what these northerners are saying. The more reason why I've told you that, don't allow northern-led Fulani into power anymore. Because look at the things we are seeing. The same playbook. In Benue State, they will go and disarm the local vigilantes. Then the bandits will attack. You see the people of Benue, people of Plateau, accusing the Nigerian army of complicit. They are cooperating, or they are shielding the terrorists. Do you know how that sounds in one's ear? Do you know how that one is sounding in one's ear? A security apparatus of government, which has the responsibility of protecting you from evil people, are the ones collaborating with the same evil people to kill you. The allegiance of most people in the army, the allegiance of most people in our government is not to Nigeria. It is to an Uthman Danfodio. That is why 2 years ago, an Indian Islamic, they call him a terrorist, Islamic cleric, came and visited the Muslim wing of our Nigerian army. Now, he is Zakir, that's the name of the man, coming to pledge allegiance to the Muslim wing of the Nigerian army. They had to take pictures, and we all saw what happened. It tells you that many people have allegiance to a different ideology in the same Nigeria. Imagine we have the Northerners occupying our army, but yet they cannot push out Boko Haram. They cannot deal with the bandits. They cannot deal with the people causing insecurity. And you will come and tell me that there's nothing fishy. Whether the Yorubas like it or not, whether the Southerners like it or not, I've said it before that we need to unite as a people, because there is an existential threat over the people of Southern Nigeria. I repeat, there is an existential threat over the people of Southern Nigeria. You would think it is play. You would think it is Igbo, Yoruba, or this brouhaha we are doing. There's a real threat. These guys don't come and sit down and start laughing with you. They are really, really serious when they say they are going to take over your land. Whether it takes them 100 years or 200 years, that is their life ambition, to make sure that they take over your land. Let me tell you something about land. Land, you know what land is? Sovereignty. In Nigeria, the Southerners are still seen as slaves to the Fulani. In Nigeria, the Southerners, Southwest, Southeast, South, they are still seen as slaves to the Fulani. In fact, the Fulani sees everyone as slaves because they believe they got backing from external forces. Now, the most important thing as a person is for you to know where you are coming from. And where you are coming from has a place of residence. I asked the question, your ethnicity and land, which one is much more important? Your ethnicity. I'm a Yoruba, I'm a Igbo, and Hausa. And your land. Which one? There are two you cannot do without the two of them. But which one comes before the other? Number one, it is your land that comes before any other thing. Your land, your ancestral land, your ancestral home, even before Nigeria. Some of us, most of the ethnicities today, if not all, have been existing before the colonial masters came. I don't know where the Fulani came from, but the Igbos have been existing, the Yorubas have been existing, the Hausas have been existing before the colonial masters came. What did they call Nigeria then? It wasn't, there was no name. Everybody had their different kingdoms and empires. But the British came and created a convenience for themselves, bring everybody together, bring the resources in southern Nigeria and that of northern Nigeria, bring it together so that they can be benefiting from everybody. The same way British, you see, most of the confusion we have in the world today is coming from Britain. People that have stolen. You bring people together, you join their heads together, you steal. If those people are strong, they will bring religion to make you weak. They use religion and weaken you, enter you. That is what the Fulani does. They bring in religion and they use religion and enter you. From there, they carry out their agenda against you. So as it stands, your land is much more important than your ethnicity. I'm making the case now. The children of Israel, if not for Britain and the United Nations that found a way to relocate them in that place they are now, Gaza, if they didn't have a land they would call their own, it just takes them a number of years. They will be fizzled out. What is an ethnicity without a land? What is a tribe without a land? That is the same thing that is happening to the Fulani. They are moving from one place to another. They don't have really a place. So that's why they are looking for a way. They don't care about your Yoruba. It is your land that is very important. If you are a Yoruba person, okay, if you are Yoruba and you don't have a land to call your own, what is the essence of you calling yourself Yoruba in this global world today? You are an Igbo, or you are from wherever you are from. You don't have a land you call your own. What is the essence of you calling yourself that? You are outside, you don't have a land to call your own. So what it means for people to come, foreigners to come from, I don't know where they are coming from, come and take over your land. And you are running away from your land. I don't know. I need people to get this. If this is the only thing I will say. People will come and take over your land. Because of one Nigeria, somebody have access. One Nigeria is making you tolerate rubbish and nonsense. Because of a military convenience, we don't want Nigeria to divide again. That's how they just scatter southeast. People are fighting themselves. They are not Igbos. There's difference between tribe and ethnicity. Some people, because of say normally, black people, mumu plenty inside. All of us, we mumu tire. We the people who get white hair and white beards, we be professors, PhD, most of us mumu. You go to the southeast, some people say, I'm not Igbo. Do you think Igbo is just people from the Abia, Umaya, or do you think Enugu, Imo, and Ebonyi? Do you think Anambra? Do you think Igbo? Inside the Anambra, you go not say tribes they there. Inside other places, tribes they there. Igbo is a general, is an ethnicity. And inside the ethnicity, we have different tribes. So imagine a Fulani who is a nomad, move from one place to another, coming, using the guise, the umbrella, hiding under the umbrella of one Nigeria, coming to chase you out of your ancestral home. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it means? I don't know whether I can even bear that. Your land is much more important than anything, my brother. And the Fulani and all these people, all of them, they have noticed it. It is better you die on defending your land than running away from it. It is an abomination for you to run away from your own land, ancestral home, and you are going to stay in IDP camps. Now, a government tells you that we are on the situation, on top. In Jos, they were on top of the situation. Thousands died. The Nigerian system is saying that it will protect you. Police will protect you. DSS will protect you. They will protect you. But yet, you are being killed day in, day out. Now, in Benue State, it happened. In Enugu State, it happened. A system that said they will protect you from all these guys. And every time there's an opportunity for them to do so, they fail and fail and fail woefully. They fail and fail. How many years now they have not been able to stop Boko Haram? Instead, they come out with all sorts of propaganda, all sorts of false truths, half truths, and everything, just to make themselves look big. The same Nigerian army, you catch Boko Haram, finish. Boko Haram, you catch them, finish. You say, one go rehabilitate them, and you enlist some of them inside the army. You know what it is? You rehabilitate Boko Haram, and you enlist them into the army. You have been doing that too. State governors in northern Nigeria, they do it too. And you have seen that this thing is not working. Instead, it is escalating the situation. You are even exposing yourself, because most of them, when they enter the army, they will understand how you operate, your modus operandi. And they will forever be loyal to the Uthman Danfodio, not to the Nigerian cause. Nobody is really loyal to the Nigerian state. I repeat, even your politicians. Most of your politicians are not loyal to the Nigerian state. Is there anything like Nigerian dream? If your politicians are loyal, why is it, let me ask this question, they steal from the country? Why is it they embezzle funds? Why is it they take monies meant for development and they lavish it away? Some people stole money and put it underground. The money can't they tear millions and billions of naira, stash billions of naira meant for development. They steal it. And these people are the people you are telling me that they are loyal or they are patriotic or whatever it is. Nobody is loyal to the Nigerian state. Everybody is loyal to their own tribe, their own agenda, their own region, whatever have you. We are just pretending that we are here, and we are not even telling ourselves the truth. So as a Yoruba person, an Igbo person, an Ijaw person, an Ibibio person, wherever you are, an Ikore person in southern Nigeria, your land is much more important. It comes first before your ethnicity. Because what essence that you are an Igbo person, but you don't have a place you can attach. This is where I'm Igbo, I'm from here. You can't be Igbo on the air. There must be a location. That's why you're on earth. If you don't have a location, then it just takes, you become slave to everybody. And if you become slave to everybody, you lose your identity and you lose your heritage. You lose anything. How do they know that you people, how do they know that you are Yoruba? It is from your civilizations. And where do we build civilizations? In a particular geographical area. Where is your geographical area? Your land. So when I see people in Okeode running away from their ancestral home, this is the highest form of humiliation from the Fulani. Everybody is calling Fulani. Everybody. So that let it not be as if like there's we have bad blood. We have bad belief for the Fulani people. We don't like them. Everything Fulani. We are intentionally saying bad things about the Fulani. In the North Fulani, Northwest Fulani, Northeast Fulani, North Central Fulani, Southwest Fulani, Southeast Fulani, South Fulani, in Guinea Fulani, in Ghana Fulani, in Mali Fulani, in Burkina Faso Fulani, in Niger Republic Fulani, in Senegal Fulani, everywhere Fulani. It would have been a different ball game if the Fulani were not part of Nigeria. I repeat, it would have been a different ball game if the Fulani were not part of Nigeria. And you see, anywhere you find the Fulani, the thing they can contribute is insecurity and hostility. I will keep on repeating it over and over again. You see what's happening in northern Nigeria, in Hausa state, Hausa land, how the Fulani has become so hostile after using mago manipulation to take over power, economic power, political power, traditional power, religious power from the hosts. So anywhere they find themselves, if the Fulani were not part of this Nigerian project, we'll have had a very, will not be where we are today, but always causing disruption. These are the plans of the masters, the people that created Nigeria. Now we are saying that state of emergency is a must. Kings have been killed. Leaders have been killed. Youths have been killed. Children have been killed. State of emergency is expected in Kwara State, except the government of the day wants to be complicit. Now, I see some people trying to lash out at APC leaders, Yoruba leaders. You know, most people, they say, okay, this is a Yoruba government, we are safe. My brother, Nigeria as it stands, for the fact that it is a Nigeria, You are at risk even with your brother in power. You are at risk as a Southerner. You are at risk even with your brother in power. You knew what Sunday Igboho went through in the hands of these Fulani guys. How they use both federal, state, political might, economic might, whatever it is, they use it to fight Sunday Igboho. Even not that Sunday Igboho was a strong person. Now, so many people understand why Sunday Igboho was pushing for a Yoruba nation when Buhari, during Buhari's tenure as president. You now understand. You understand the reasons why he was so fervent in making sure that Yorubas have their own separate state, because he understands the psychology of the Fulani. And so far, you keep on whitewashing, you keep on romancing one Nigeria. My brother, I pity for us. We will continue to sound the alarm. If we cannot get the Fulani out of the system, in fact, leave Northern Nigeria alone. The biggest problem we have in Nigeria today, it is the Fulani. Anywhere you see insecurity, is the Fulani. Land grabbing, the Fulani. Corruption, religious extremism, the Fulani. Any kind of problem you find in Nigeria today that Nigerians are facing, you see the Fulani, they put leg, head, and everywhere for there. How can you remove the Fulani from Northern Nigeria if the Hausas, if not that they are weak, they cannot challenge the Fulani? Look at, okay, even in Kwara State, look at what's happening in Kwara State. The reasons why we are all seated here is because of what is going on in Kwara State. People are becoming helpless, crying and crying and crying. Come and help us. Governor, president, come and help us. So we are Yorubas in their own ancestral homes, running away from people far away northern Nigeria. And you see your politicians, they will be keeping silent. The thing that pains me the most is that the politicians will pretend as if nothing is happening. I don't know whether they are incapacitated. When it comes to election, they will reach every nook and cranny of the village. They know your house. They know the polling unit. They know you when you reach for election time for you to elect them into power. But when it comes to securing you, they don't know where you are. They will do like if they are deaf and dumb. Because it is not their priority. The system does not encourage them to fight for the people. It does not encourage these politicians. Like their priority should be that they are fighting for the people. The system does not encourage that. That is why you are seeing what is going on. You want to change Nigeria with the Fulani in it. People believe that Nigeria can be changed. I believe Nigeria can change. But you see, the powers that you are fighting, the principalities you are fighting, they are not ordinary. I will repeat it. If you believe you can change Nigeria, good luck to you. But just know that the principalities and powers that you are fighting are not ordinary. These people, they don't think the way you are thinking. They are much more powerful than you. Look at Nigeria. All these years we are fighting for independence, yet we are not independent. What you have to change to challenge the powers that be, those that are controlling Nigeria behind the scene, what power do you have? What technology do you have to challenge them? What ammunition do you have to challenge them? What global influence do you have to challenge the powers that be as Nigerian government? So as it is like now or never. There needs to be a revolution of the peoples in Nigeria. We have been saying that now, if the Yorubas are giving green light, this green light, let's look at a 10-year, 50, 20-year plan, structured plan on how to empower ourselves with resilience, how to unite as Southern Nigeria, come together, look at ways we can complement each other and fight for our interests, and also win other regions to our side, because Northern Nigeria is divided as we speak. So, see, the middle belt and other areas, when they see progress, they want to attach it to. So, when the South comes together politically, economically, and what have you, respecting, you see, the politicians can achieve this. All this fighting online, it just take some politicians to talk to their people. Apologize, everybody. Come to the drawing table. How do we hold our leadership accountable? How do we monitor development going on in how do we fight bad governance? How do we protect our individuality, our tribe, our culture, our tradition? How do we do so? Come together, we share ideas. There's nobody is useless. Somebody is actually useful. Then if you have a strong Southern Nigeria, then we cannot face the beasts that have put Nigeria in bondage. But if we remain like this and we are looking at everybody, my brother, it will get to a point in time, because the Fulani have learned their lesson. Somebody came out and said that, why did we allow a Yoruba man become president? Somebody actually opened his mouth to say so. Why did we allow, as if it is not the Southwest that is feeding Nigeria, or the Southern Nigeria feeding Nigeria. Why did we allow a Yoruba person to become president of a Nigeria that Southwest, Southern Nigeria is feeding? The person is feeding you. You're asking, why are we giving this person responsibility? Because he does not, you people have been misbehaving. You have been misbehaving. The person came in and is trying to give you a piece of your own cake. And you are here saying all sorts of things. You see, it is high time we come to the drawing board and understand that until there is a clique, there's a coming together of the Southern people. I will always repeat this in my broadcast. Until there's a coming together of the Southern people, let us not chase all these shadows. We can never get anywhere. We will still remain where we are. And the painful thing is that the people at the receiving end are those that are the ones shouting up and down social media. The people that are dying are not the politicians. It is me and you. Me and you. Now, is Kwara State going to celebrate independence? What independence are they going to celebrate in Kwara State? That's the question.